What do you look for in a trade association? Well, no doubt you thoroughly investigate what the association offers and how your organization will benefit from becoming a member. ISSA is a worldwide cleaning industry association, and the list of benefits offered is immense. Today, we want to spotlight one of them for you, the ISSA member discount program, specifically our employee benefits programming. Joining us today, and we'll visit with them in a moment, is Jonathan Rivera, the ISSA member employee benefits advisor, along with two member professionals, Gina Lofredo, the vice president of sales with the Odell Corporation, a manufacturing company, and also Tyson Lee, the vice president of System One, a building service contracting company. We're going to have them join our discussion today. Let's go talk to them now. So let's start with you, Jonathan. Tell us, what makes the health benefit program unique?
Well, Jeff, what makes a health benefit program unique is that we have various programs that fit the needs of various audiences within ISSA membership program. Here's just a real quick high level of what makes it unique. One of our programs allows you to custom design your benefit design. And with that, at the end of the year, if there's any monies left over in your claims account, you could get 100% of that back returned to you. And then another program that's really, really interesting and that's got a lot of feedback and a lot of traction is we have a national program with guaranteed issued rates with $0 deductible. So that's a very unique thing for our ISSA members.
So Jonathan, you mentioned getting money back. That sounds intriguing. Tell us about that.
Yeah, no, that's a great question, Jeff. So typically, most people are on fully insured plans. And what does that mean? Well, when you pay your monthly premium, you're not expected to get a dime of that money back. And then you do have some that are on self-funded plans. And typically the way a self-funded plan works is at the end of the year, you're expected to get any unused claim money back. Typically, it's 50% of that back, or in some cases, 100%. But usually most people on those plans never see a dollar back. Well, on our plan, specifically the captive, 85% of your premium is variable costs. Now, will that happen that you're going to get 85% of your premium back? More than likely not. But more than likely, regardless of your claims, you will receive some money back. And that's what makes this program very, very unique.
Getting money back sounds like a good deal to me. Tell us this, Jonathan, how many groups are participating, and tell us about the types of groups.
So we have a little over 40 groups participating right now across the nation, across all states. Some employers have employees in various states, and the plans are working well. Some of the members are in the residential cleaning space, contractors, distributors, manufacturing. So we're seeing across all spaces, across the nation, as I mentioned, and the programs fit just fine.
Okay. And what about additional benefits included in the program?
So medical obviously is the hot one, but we also offer discounted programs for dental, vision, accident, life, critical illness. Another one that's really hot right now is the teledoc. So it's a virtual medicine program as low as $16 a month. It offers you unlimited doctor's visits online, and it allows you to speak with a mental health specialist on a weekly basis, and that's included as part of the program. And I want to make sure I say this too as well, the 401k program. We have a really nice 401k program out there.
So let's talk about enhancements. Are there any enhancements we can look forward to?
Yes, there are. For 2022, we're excited about it. For our national program, we're improving some of the benefits. They're getting a little richer. For instance, around the pharmaceutical side of things, our members are going to get more. And one other enhancement that we're really excited about for current participants and any new participants is an upgraded HR back office suite. So what does that mean? You get access to an HR specialist if there's any HR issues that come up, a enhanced learning management system. So there's certain states that require certain trainings. You could get that. Benchmarking, job building, employee handbooks, updates on compliance. All of that is going to come to any of our members that are participating at no cost. So we're excited for that, Jeff.
So we've laid the groundwork of the health benefit program. Let's now see how it works in action. We have our two representatives who are part of our member organizations, Gina and Tyson. How about if we go ladies first? How's that sound? So
Sounds
Gina,
fine.
we'll start with you. How many employees does the Odell Corporation have?
We currently have 56 on health benefits, and we have about 95 total.
Okay. And how about you, Tyson, with System One?
Yeah, we've got about 500 service employees scattered across about 20 different states, and we've got about 50 of those who are on the various plans.
Okay. So, other companies, organizations watching this will make some comparisons, but we see the diversity we have with membership from your examples. Prior to joining the program, did you already have an employee benefit program that you were using? Tyson, we'll start with you.
Yes, we did, and that's kind of what prompted us to start looking because of our unique circumstance. We're a service provider, service contract provider, and we were reviewing one of our key contracts that we determined at that point it was probably good for us to walk away. The issue with us, or with this particular contract, though, at that time was that we had a lot of full-time employees who were receiving the benefit the plan that we had in place prior to this one. And we were concerned that, well, if we walked away from this contract, what is that going to do to us as far as how marketable or how attractive would us as a company be to some plan that's out there? Would we be able to even get quotes for providing our company health insurance? And so, we were a little bit nervous about switching plans due to that unique situation with the contract. But thank goodness we were able to find this particular plan that was a great fit for us.
Yeah. Well, thank you for sharing the details. How about you, Gina?
We also had a plan. We had a health insurance plan that we had for years. Same provider. He was honestly very friendly, and but as costs kept going up and things were changing in the marketplace, we decided that it was time to kind of quote it out. Look, if we found something great, if we didn't, we were still very happy with our plan. We were very happy with our provider. I called, the ISSA, some other people, and it turned out that this was the best choice for us, and it's just been perfect.
Sounds good. How about that, Jonathan? They shopped around a little bit.
Yeah, they did. No surprise there.
Yeah, smart to do that. So Let's ask this question. What was attractive about the ISSA program that led you to the decision of switching? And Gina, we'll go back to you.
For us, our plan is within a captive, and we were able to keep our same insurance company. So being able to do that, it was seamless to our employees. And, making a change is always, a little disruptive of any kind. And for them just to get basically just a new car, the same plan, the same benefits, it was seamless. It was perfectly acceptable for everyone. It was the way to go.
So Gina, I think you had something to say about the HR support with the program.
Absolutely. It was one of the things that attracted us to the going with this ISSA program and changing over our benefits, the added component of having HR support. Having that little extra HR support when we need it just was something we kept in the back of our mind if we ever wanted to utilize it. And when COVID hit, we definitely had some HR questions that our HR team just wasn't sure about. And you guys were a great resource to be able to call in, ask these questions, get professional advice from it. And it was just that added cherry on top when we moved our benefits over.
And Tyson?
Yeah, so as I was explaining our unique situation there, what attracted us primarily at the time was we didn't know how many potential enrollees we would have if we walked away from this particular contract. And we didn't know, in a typical plan, they want to see a certain level of potential employees who can sign up in a pretty high level of engagement of our existing plan. And so we were worried, again, if we made this change, would anybody quote us? And come to find out, this particular plan didn't have, or had a very, very low minimum requirement of number of full-time people who would participate in the plan. And Beyond that, it was extremely competitive in its pricing. And so it was almost too good to be true, quite frankly. We kept on thinking, okay, where's the catch? Where's the catch? We even met with, Jonathan, and we thought, okay, we got to find out what's going on with this guy and his company. But as much as we tried to dig and find any dirt, we couldn't find any. Jonathan was true to his word. The company was true to their word. And sure enough, we didn't have to have those minimums. We didn't have to have a certain level of percentage. All of that was not an issue at all.
Yeah, I like that. You want to trust who you work with. And Jonathan, I know you're an honest person, and it's great that you guys all work together now. You talked about savings, Tyson, and we need to talk about the money, don't we?
Yeah, always do.
So share what you'd like. What kind of cost savings have you enjoyed? And Tyson, we'll start with you.
Yeah, I'll just speak in general percentages, but again, as I was saying before, because of the benefit that was offered, we just thought, man, this is going to be pricey. This is going to be expensive. But as we looked and as Jonathan presented the rates to us, we were pleasantly surprised at how affordable it was. Not only for us as a company, but how affordable, of course, it was for our employees. And of course, it met all the requirements for the Affordable Health Care Act, and we made sure that we were in full compliance that way. But in general savings, we were easily 20% savings for us as a company, and our employees enjoyed even I'd say higher percentages for personal premiums that they paid. So it was all around a great financial decision that way.
Yeah, 20%. That's significant. Gina, what do you have to add?
Well, we saved 30% on ours. And again, we didn't know, we're quoted prices, and you wonder if this is really too good to be true. And exactly what we were told by TJ is exactly what happened. We received back unused premium, and it's been just the best plan.
So Jonathan, let me toss this extra question at you. Is this typical, these types of savings? Do you see that in other organizations?
Yes. So these savings are typical only for the ISSA members on this plan. And that's why we're attracting our members to these programs, because you can't find it any other place. So we're excited about it. Our main focus is to make sure the ISSA members are taken care of and that they enjoy being members of ISSA with all these cost savings and membership benefits.
Yeah, good to know. So Gina, let's go back to you. Now, we already touched on this a little bit, but were there any concerns with the switching over to a new program like this?
Of course. First, we were worried about our employees, how they would once we made the decision to switch, we were worried about how they would accept it. And then just switching to something we didn't know. We've always had a plan that was just with like an insurance group and not in a captive. And we did a lot of research on what a captive was. And again, trying to poke holes in it, we couldn't do it. Buying into a membership of it, we were like, oh, but why do we have to do that? But still, even doing that is still projected into our savings. And we were, again, able to keep the exact same policy, basically, that we had.
And Tyson?
Yeah, I think Gina said it well, that, of course, there's always going to be risk, right? You're always going to be concerned about how that whole process is going to happen as far as changing over and the dreaded open enrollment season. I'm not an HR professional, but I know that open enrollment can be a pretty difficult time for many people in administrative functions, in particular with HR. And so that was a concern of ours, is, how well is this open enrollment going to go? How well is it going to, or how's it going to be perceived by employees that were switching plans? And, the company made themselves available. Jonathan made himself available to us for, we did various conference calls. We did various, at the time, we were, of course, right in the middle of the pandemic. And so we couldn't meet together in person for most situations, but Jonathan offered his services virtually to anybody who needed them. And I must say that open enrollment period went very well. And any questions or anything that we came across, they were resolved quickly, and we were quite pleased with the way that went.
So you investigated, you made the decision, you worked with Jonathan and his team to get this all in place. Talk to us about the conversion process and beyond. How was the support? Because you want good support from those you work with. Gina, why don't you start?
The support was amazing. Since we had the same company for, I think, 10 years or more, I think this was it. And so we had not changed, you don't do this every day. This isn't like even a yearly thing that you do. So TJ walked us through it. He gave us a list basically of bullet points of what we need to do and how it needs to be fulfilled. And the HR group they were able to do it. And if there were questions, he was always there to answer, or somebody was there to answer. And it was seamless.
And Tyson?
Yeah, the support's been outstanding, frankly. And I know it sounds like we're getting some type of payment for saying these types of things, but I'm telling you, it's been really good. And the case in point, me personally, I'll just share a personal experience I had with this. So our insurance card, something happened as far as getting somebody's birthday right. One of my children, one of their birthdays was entered in incorrectly. And so when we went to the pharmacy to pick up a prescription, they didn't recognize one of my children's names, and therefore couldn't, offer the normal pricing. And so it literally took one phone call from me to our HR manager, who made one phone call to Jonathan, and within minutes he had it resolved. And it was very it was really good to just hear and see that somebody would stand by what they told us they would do when it came down to a situation like that we needed to have resolved quickly.
Yeah, doing business today, you want that good quality customer service. And thank you, Jonathan, for helping to make that happen with this program. So let's go back to you, Tyson. My final question would be, would you recommend this program to others, and why?
Without hesitation, I'd recommend it. And going back to what I'd said earlier, to the outsider, perhaps watching this or looking at it for the first time, like us, you may feel that it's just too good to be true, and totally get that. We were in your same boat. But again, after doing our due diligence and reviewing what was out there, reviewing this company and the options presented by ISSA, after doing all that, we like Gina said, we couldn't find any holes, and it's been great for us. Great decision. We make the same decision over and over again. It's been really good, and I would highly recommend it.
And Gina?
We would absolutely recommend it. Between the cost savings, the efficiency of just implementing the plan. After the whole thing was implemented, it was a seamless transition to our employees. Absolutely.
All right. Well, we do thank you both for your honest replies to our questions and what you had to say about the program. Any that want to get more information about this, the ISSA member discount program and what it offers, can visit mdp.issa.com. And that website address will be down below in the video description as you watch this recording. So thank you all. And Jonathan, keep up the good work with what you're doing for our member companies.